I was stop. Hey, what's up? I'm named Audience. I haven't done a video in a long time, but for some reason I just never want to. Didn't really get a chance to. But now I can, and now we got a lot on the plate. We've the gun debate we won. South Korea and Boston. Anyways, to wrap this up, the liberals lost the gun debate. We get to kick the tons. And another massacre hasn't happened at the rifle so far, so just gonna wrap that up. We won't see me talk about that for a long time. I'm pretty annoyed. Even if you're on that side and you bring that up, and it's annoying now. I'm done with that. So now we get to talk about North Korea, that lovely little country. Don't know what North Korea is? It's this really poor, dictating communist country above South Korea, obviously, and they don't have a lot of friends. They might have the fourth largest military, but that's not the strongest movie. It's not good, especially compared to the U.S. military. They are starting to build nuclear weapons, and just for the Americans out there, they can't touch us. The technology is, like I said, not good. They'll never ever make it anywhere near the U.S. Problem is, there's South Korea, which is obviously right under it, with U.S. bases, and then there's Japan, who's an ally, or South Korea's an ally too, also with military bases of ours. So far, it's been the same thing this whole time. It's been the same, but then this time they stepped up this threats. They said something like, "We've approved a nuclear attack on the U.S." And then everybody's getting hyped in North Korea, thinking, "Oh, we're gonna take over the U.S. now," which is not gonna happen, but Kim Jong-un is backing him up into a really, really tight corner. Because the more he does this, either the U.S. or South Korea is getting so fed up with these nuclear tests and threats that we're going to attack them, or the people are just going to start to doubt whether they're actually going to do anything or not to us. So, is he backing him up to a corner he cannot back up? We don't know. That sentence doesn't make sense. I mix up the same, yeah. That's me. Well, a good thing that comes out of this, though, is all the funny memes of Kim Jong-un. That's how they're going to go when all this disappears. Probably pop up on the screen right now. So we don't have to worry about them. Can't really do anything. They might in the future, but if so, if they attack any of our allies, you have the UN on it. Like a whole bunch of countries. Even China is starting to get fed up with these guys. Now to the third topic. Now to the third topic. That was pretty good. Another sad thing happens. We have just 2 new massacres. One of them not if. You know what? I wonder if it's a scary assault knife. No. And another one bomb. See, up in Texas near Houston, some guy went to challenge again. Took a knife, went to the university, and stabbed a whole bunch of people. Only like 2 or 3 died, but 14, like the rest of the 14 were injured, or something like that. But the problem here is this was ignored again. Just like Atlanta was ignored. The signs were ignored. They could easily been stopped. The Batman shooting, I think, there were obvious signs that stopped. And with this one, the therapist called campus police and they just pushed it aside and looked what happened. So people are failing to notice things and it's causing this stuff, not causing, but letting this stuff happen. And now this, I don't think there's anything we can do about this. If you haven't heard, in Boston, one of my favorite cities in the whole world, because that's very Irish culture, and is in the U.S. Geez, I can have Irish culture and still stay in my own country. Not have to get really official stuff. But there was a big marathon going on there, really big, and some jerk just thought, hey, let's go screw this up. So, right when the racers crossed the line, he decided to blow them up. That's really screwed up. You could have done it any other time, but right when they finished, right, they're like, yeah, and then you had to blow them up. Way to go! I don't even remember where there's a meme for it. Yeah, so apparently also the JFK library, there's a bomb in there. They don't know if it's connected. It's obvious that, like, I like how the cops saying we don't know if it's connected. It's obvious that it's connected. Kind of like convenient how two explosions happen here and then an explosion happens here. It's probably connected. Just saying here. And like a reporter said that LA flew past his head when the explosion. So again, luckily the death was like 3 or 2 people, but like 43 people lost their limbs. Now to be 10 people from the hospital, like 10 people from the hospital have been confirmed to be amputated or something like that. And no, as far as we're concerned, it was not the terrorist from the Middle East. There was a Saudi that was caught because he was looking suspicious, and walked in with 2 backpacks, was looking all funny, was a little suspicious, and placed down 2 bags, and right when one of those bags placed was where the explosions came from. And the guy running from him, one of the guys that was there at the blast that didn't die from it, ran and tackled him. And he was in custody, but they found no evidence. So as far as we're concerned, it was not them. Most people think it's domestic, which would mean American, from this country, terrorism. And of course, here comes Alex Jones. Oh, the government staged it to what's the word? To distract from what they're doing, and just please, can you shut up about this one? Nobody wants to hear conspiracy theories right now. And he even says, he started to talk about how Family Guy predicted the Boston bombing, that's what we're gonna call it, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if, truly don't research conspiracy theories that much. I don't know if there are any conspiracy theories, if there is, that are real. Oops, I messed up a sentence. That are real, but as far as concerned, most of what Alex Jones talks about. 9/11 happens, oh, it's U.S. government. Mass shootings happen, U.S. government. Boston bombing happens, U.S. government. Is there anything that isn't involved with the U.S. government here, Alex? Can you tell me this? Because I'd love to know. Well, that wraps up this episode. Hope you kind of enjoyed. I know I'm not that funny. If you got that off! What the heck was that noise?
My ass.
This is my father, by the way. Yeah, They will out. Oh, no.